Welcome and thanks for joining us. You are here today because you believe that information and knowledge sharing is critical in a connected world. Our goal with this show and company is to introduce high quality, actionable insights that will help both hiring managers and job seekers execute lean recruitment processes and gain industry knowledge to further enhance their careers. Today, I'm joined by a leadership coach and human dynamics and engineer with more than 20 years experience delivering results in fast-paced global organizations, specifically working with purpose-focused individuals, teams, and businesses who want to make an effective and positive impact on the world. Right now, she's the CEO of her own business, Leadership Labs, as well as being an advisory member to the board of 3 other organizations. She also hosts her own podcast, HR Matters, and provides low-cost webinars to help organizations pivot through times of crisis and make working virtually more meaningful and impactful. I've been a fan of hers for some time, and it's an honor to share the call with her today. So please welcome the winner of the Bold Leader Award for her visionary leadership, Lisa Dempsey, CEO of Leadership Labs. Welcome to the show, Lisa. How are you doing?
Thanks so much for having me on, Eden. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
With remote working kind of being thrust on many in such a short period of time, and companies have responded, at least from what I've seen in Berlin, reasonably well. I mean, they had to change quite quickly overnight to a new process. There was some hiccups, there was some teething problems, but near enough everyone that I've spoken to has made it work. Do you think that we're now stepping into a new way of working? Do you feel that remote and home office specifically is going to be the new norm to the workforce?
Yeah, I think that's one of the big questions that's out there right now. What are going to be the habits and things we're going to carry forward out of this? There's a great graphic that's running around out there with the question of, what was the source of your company's digital transformation, your CEO, CTO, or COVID-19? And I think a lot of people are recognizing that, this really has caused a lot of digital transformation, forced transformation. What I would hope is that companies would find really useful ways to be able to work remotely together. It opens up a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities. It requires some attention and focus to figure out how to do it well. And that's why I'm getting ready to release my very first public workshop on that. It's really valuable, but you need to get it right and you need to do some really specific things. I think there will be some backlash. There will be some teams that will be so happy to get rid of whatever digital tools they've been using. They'll want to only have face-to-face for some period of time. But hopefully, this has it's taught some companies that have been maybe more traditional in that and resisted it more in the past to the possibility and the potential, and that you can have a really effective global workforce collaborating well without having to bring them together all of the time. I think some people will be happy to resume some of their business travel once that becomes safe. But hopefully there will be really fun, effective digital spaces that will start opening up to people, and those doors have now been opened, and that will continue to grow, because I do think that it's not the only tool. It's unfortunate that right now it is the only tool available, and that's creating some frustration. But when you mix it in with a variety of tools and possibilities, it's really good. There's a lot of value in it.
I think the bit I'm most looking forward to is seeing the spike in businesses opening up to more home office, but then also driving diversity and inclusion into their businesses way more than we were previously doing it. And that's specifically diversity within the tech space that I work is a big topic. You see many businesses wanting to do it and wanting to kind of create a diverse workforce, more inclusive workforce, but struggling to do so. Hopefully now with the home office, they can hire people, doesn't matter where you are, and have that opportunity to make it a truly diverse workforce, and not just based on nationality, but gender, race, nationality, whatever. And having, for the first time, really en masse, the chance to do that. That's the bit I'm most looking forward to. It just needs to be done right, I think. Lots of people, and especially within the HR field, a lot of people are driving that and excited for that. but it needs to be like you said. There's a lot of working components that go into actually a true blend of home office and work office. So it's making sure it's done right, and kind of taken by as many people as possible and run with it for as long as possible. Because my biggest fear, I think, with this is we just go straight back to normal, and there'll be a complete disengagement from kind of C-level through down to job seekers, where we want you in the office, whereas we want to be working at home, and like almost clashing against each other too much. That's a fear that I think I probably have seen this, and advising businesses to kind of be a bit more receptive, be a bit flexible now, because we've proven that it can work, and it is working on the vast majority of the companies, whether or not they're telling me because we're on video, but the majority of companies have seen similar, if not better, productivity levels than when they're in the office. So fingers crossed, kind of we see a new world of workforce emerging after this, but time will tell, I guess.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I genuinely hope so. And I love what you say about, the hopefulness that is out there, and people really being hungry for that. I would encourage everybody who has had positive experiences and even the negative experiences, get really intentional about where you want to go from here as we start building a different normal, as we start shifting back to something other than 100% distancing and isolation. Get really intentional about what it is that you want to continue doing, that you have found that works and equally doesn't. That's the most important way to really co-create the future that we want to build together. Those voices need to be heard, and businesses need to understand what it is that has opened up. So that can be used really efficiently and effectively in really clear and intentional ways as we go forward. We don't have to go back to the old way of everybody in the office 9 to 5. That's not necessary.